Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Intuitive Movement 101 on Coffee, week 12, level 5, intuitive integration. Now putting it all together as we continue thinking about our spheres of perception, spheres of awareness. So, level 5, we've been practicing doing all the things. Yes, we've got our level 2 arms that we can choose to do, level 1, level O. We can pick up our feet and move around. We can do some level 4 balancing. And because we've been practicing all of these different levels, thinking about what we're doing, thinking about our spheres of awareness and perception on a different level, we can allow ourselves in level 5 to do what we do, which is witness the changes and how that has affected our form and how we move. Don't try to think about anything. You don't need to hone your focus in on any of the spheres of attention or perception. Simply move. Do some O. Do some 1. Do some 2. And feel free to explore your sphere how you want to. So spheres of attention, spheres of awareness. It's our focus, it's what we're paying attention to, but also perception. Perception is important. Perception is how we are interpreting the information that our nervous system is processing. What's the language that we're using to describe what it is that we're taking in as we're experiencing it? I like to think of it as my vessel, the spaceship that I'm navigating as the pilot, is filled with passengers. And the movie that they're watching is what I'm seeing in the world. And the story that they're hearing, the way that it's being shown to them, the narration, is my inner dialogue and the way that I describe the world and the way that I process what's coming through. So I think about how the information is, what's the story that I'm telling my passengers in this movie that they're experiencing? Is it frightening? Is it scary? Is it joyful? Is it happy? Is it sad? At times it's going to be lots of different things because that's life. We go through so many different emotions and experiences on our journeys and as we process life. That's the humaning. Part of our spheres of awareness and the importance of attention to our spheres of awareness isn't only the juggling of them, but how are we processing this awareness? How are we processing this attention? How are we perceiving that which we are paying attention to and that which we are aware of? Because how we perceive that information affects how we see the world, and that affects how we interact with the world. You might notice yourself checking into your mirror balls. Your sphere view mirrors without telling yourself to, without needing to focus on that. And that's how we recognize and witness that our autopilots have learned to check in with those spheres of awareness and attention. So we know that we can trust our bodies to help support us as we're navigating through life. Because we've been training our autopilots consciously, and now we can really witness how much they've progressed as we've progressed with our personal training. This is the level where you can put on music, because you don't have to think about what you're doing anymore. You can allow yourself to get lost in the sounds around you. You can sing, you can hum, you can add another level of challenge by doing more than just this motion. So we get vagal toning. You can make up a song, or you can just sing the alphabet, but sing it in a different way that you've sung it before. Sing it with a different melody. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, N, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. What are the vowels? What are the vowels? They are A, E, I, O, U, I, A, E, O, U. What are the vowels? Where do they live? Where live the vowels? Oh, they live in the alphabet with the consonants, and it is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and Y, and Z. But I don't know why Z. I don't know why Z. So you see, level 5 is our space to play with more than just our motion. That's intuitive integration. We're now integrating more activities into our elementally intuitive movement because we can, because we've been practicing consciously paying attention to all of these different levels so that our bodies now know how to confidently move through space and access their spheres without fear, because we know how to support our bodies. We know how to pay attention to what's going on in our environments. So we know what to avoid and what to move out of the way of as needed. We know how to adjust and adapt to the imbalances that we're creating through our arms and our legs when they're serving as levers. We know how to focus our attention into how we're feeling, what we're feeling. Recognize when our bodies don't feel comfortable and shift, modify until we are comfortable again. It's change that maintains that adaptability, choosing to change, actively change. Being adaptable. And choosing to adapt in a way that is mutually beneficial and mutually supportive. Because that's an option. So we can set that for ourselves as parameters. Makes it easier to find our paths, the directions that we want to go, what the options can be when we narrow them down. And so you see, as we finish out level 5, our 6th level of elementally intuitive movement, that we are making progress. And so if we can make progress in this way, we recognize that we can make progress in other ways. It's all about choosing our direction, our directive, and practicing, maintaining daily practice for a few minutes a day, deciding what we want to focus, deciding what's the direction that we want to go, recognizing that we want to go in that direction because it's rooted and based in love, respect, mutual support, mutual benefit. So next week, we will begin again with level O, focusing on adaptation and how adaptation is part of what we're doing as we practice EIM, especially as we're practicing level 4, but throughout the process of EIM, we are learning to be adaptable. We are creating changes that our bodies have to adapt to. So that way, when things happen randomly in life, we can adapt to whatever's going on and handle it as best as we can, as best as we may within that current moment and state. In the meantime, keep practicing, and I look forward to starting our new cycle, because then after that, it's the end, really, the whole intuitive integration on the bigger scale, thinking about it, putting it all together. And by that point, you should have established a daily practice that can help keep you mobile if you've been keeping along and practicing daily and taking as much time as you need with each level before you progress, recognizing that it's not a race. It's not about trying to get to the next level quickly. It's about honing in each level until our bodies are ready to progress to the next level, so that way we've really got it locked in. Because this is a practice for life. You have a lifetime to perfect it. That's the beauty of being imperfect. We can keep working on ourselves. Imperfect functionality is the goal. So that way there's something to work on. Because if we were already perfect, life would be boring. Wouldn't it? So thankfully, we are imperfect, which means that we can change, and we can practice changing, and we can practice choosing the changes in the direction that we want to change in, because we can. All right, so there we go. That's level 5, spheres of awareness, spheres of perception on coffee. I'm Mar. I hope that you're enjoying this. Thank you.